Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Paris. And thank you for being here today with us. We are all incredibly happy in Renault Group to see the Paris Motor Show making a strong comeback this year with the presence of so many brands. For me, nothing beats physical events to feel the pulse of the sector, to share ideas and nurture our love for automotive with journalists, with the friends, with partners, with all the fans. And I think the more than 500,000 people now, Serge, that might come and visit this year the show. So first, a big thanks to all the teams, also the organization team to create this event. The Paris Motor Show is now back, but it's not the only one because I think also Renault has come in, as you will see, very, very strong in the game. So we started like the Renaulution lineup, like 4 years ago, in a very, very dark moment, Jean-Dominique, for the company. And I think we have done an unbelievable job that you will see in all the stands from the brands. I think it's now probably the best lineup the group has had in the last 30 years. You're going to see Renault cars, you're going to see novelties on the Renault Vans car, you're going to see great novelties on Dacia, on Alpine, and also on Mobilize. This year, commercially, it's actually pretty rock and roll for us because we launch almost one car every month, and this week I think it's a firework with the Renault 4, the Dacia Bigster, the Duo at Mobilize, and the 390 of Alpine, among many other things that we brought to the show this year. I won't go too much into the detail because you're going to discover the cars with my colleagues, Fabrice Camboli from Renault, Denis Levotte at Dacia, Gianluca De Fici and Mobilize, and Philippe Krief, of course, in Alpine. I want to say, and take the opportunity to say really a big thank you to a couple of special people. First is our chairman, Jean-Dominique Senard, for his support in the last 4 years. That was essential. We have another very important, part of the team that is here is Gilles Le Borgne. He's behind all of this project. He's now retired from his position. I don't know where he lives. I think in Tahiti or something like this. He's enjoying life, but we wanted to have him here because he was really part of this great story. And thank you to all the teams of the Renault Group for the amazing job you've done over the last 4 years. It was a great opportunity for me to say this. So this is your moment, guys and girls. Now everyone can see what your passion, your commitment, your energy has achieved for the group. We are all very, very impatient to walk through the alleys of the show, and pretty sure that you will feel that behind these products and our product, you can see a company that reconnected with innovation, with technology, with creativity, which is important. So, for example, behind the Renault 4 and the Renault 5, you have the Ampere team, just like hiding somewhere here. This is a team that we have focused on EV and software. We have designed this team to push innovation everywhere, from powertrain technology to customer experience, to design, to engineering, to really be on the top of the world when it comes to EV and software, and to take the challenge that is coming, from competitors from East, but also from the West, and to be able to beat them if possible. Behind our Estafette concept, that you will see on the Vans stand, you have the team we call Flexis. This is actually a joint venture, Heinz, that we do with the Volvo trucks and with CMA CGM, so big logistic company, to really revolutionize the last mile delivery through this shift to electric and software-defined vehicle. We've put the Renault Group, I think, back in the Champions League, especially when it comes to the biggest challenges that the industry has in front of itself, namely decarbonization, therefore EV and software. For me, I have to say, it's clear that EV will be a big, big part of the future. But we also think, as we always said, that it's not going to be the only thing, right? And that's why we are already moving through the show to the next, potential chapter, the next level. So, a few months ago, I have asked to the team to take the challenge and to make a car with a cradle-to-grave, let's say, carbon footprint that is actually should have been zero. So, cradle-to-grave is everything. It's not only, the tank-to-wheel thing on which we base all our car. Is the truth, is the whole thing, right? And they have embarked a whole ecosystem of great, let's say, partners. They have worked, I think, with something like 20 partners and suppliers to innovate the way, let's say, in decarbonization. With them, for months, we have tried really to push the boundaries. We have tried all the tricks in the book, so from aerodynamics to eco-conception to material innovation to powertrain technology. And what they have made, Emblem, the car that is actually down there. Actually, this is a very, very important product because it shows a lot about the future of Renault. It shows that we are moving on. I mean, actually, the guys didn't achieve the target that I gave them because it's only reducing the footprint by 90% and not by 100, but 90%. So 5 tons of CO2 in cradle to grave versus 50 tons for the average European car today. Never was the sustainable mobility, the real sustainable mobility so close, okay? The car is a kind of a manifesto for technological innovation. It shows that automotive has, still a lot under the accelerator pedal. And is really driving that kind of the progress, and still automotive can bring emotional product to the market. It embodies, by the way, the new design language of the Renault brand for the future. No, Gilles, we call it la nouvelle vague. It's very French because we are French, so it's designed to look, of course, great as you see, but to perform in an excellent way, but also to even be better than any car on the planet in terms of total impact. What's let's say, under the hood is also magic, okay? Emblem, in fact, features a dual energy powertrain that combines EV with hydrogen, okay? So the idea is you have a 40 kilowatt battery for basically daily commute for all the normal usage, okay? That can give you, all the convenience that you need. And when it's time for long journey, maybe, I don't know, using the infrastructure, charging infrastructure for trucks that will be deployed, then you can add hydrogen in the car, like 2.8 kilos of hydrogen, if I remember correctly. And that gives you that extra 350 kilometers of range that you can charge in a few minutes to refuel. So no need to wait around for a charge because hydrogen charges like, normal fuel. And with that combination, that car can go to, up to 1,000 kilometers of range. While keeping basically emission to zero. The only thing that it emits is actually water, okay? So it's a car in the core of the European market, so C segment, and we made it. So you know me, you know that when I bring something on a stage, then I try to bring it in the market. I'm not going to tell you when and how, but that's the idea. This shows the future of the Renault brand, so I wanted to take the opportunity to present the car. And now I have to, let's say, go to the next thing. So talking about Renault brand, it's time for me to to leave the stage for the real boss of the Renault brand, and this is Fabrice Camboli. Fabrice, please come.
Well, thank you, Luca, and hello to all of you. who are with us this morning in Paris, and those of you who are joining us also online. It's really a real pleasure to be here today and to present some outcomes of the Renaulution strategy which we have been working on for the past 4 years already. The Renault of today is made up of a completely new range of vehicles with a strategy firmly based on 2 legs. Let's start with the first one, full hybrid. It was an important choice made 3 years ago, and now full hybrid is available on all our IC models, from the B segment Clio to our range topper Rafale. And to put it simply, it's working. We are currently number 2 in Europe for hybrid sales, and full hybrid technology offers 3 key advantages. Firstly, it is popular with our customers because it meets their need to reduce simply consumption. A Clio hybrid, for example, consumes 4.2 liters per 100 kilometers, so you can go further with less. Secondly, our full hybrid powertrains offer reduced level of CO2 emissions that comply with regulations. And for example, Clio hybrid emits 95 grams of CO2 per kilometer. And finally, it allows our customers to experience the benefits and pleasure of electric driving in the city, providing the perfect transition towards a fully electric car. Now, let's move on to the second leg of our strategy and the one that is key for the future of our brand. We've developed a complete range of electric models, covering all segments and with class-leading performance. We started by tackling the C segment with Megane and Scenic, which was voted Car of the Year 2024. It's offering more than 600 kilometers of full electric range. And today, we are gearing up for A and B product offensive as game changers in the democratization of electric mobility. And we have 3 assets to make the move to electric both accessible and desirable. Where else to start but with our guiding star, Renault 5, which has now arrived in our dealer network here in France. You've already seen its instant crush design, but you can now experience its great drivability and breakthrough technology beyond the wheel. Press and network feedbacks have been exceptional so far, and we are looking forward to the first customer deliveries now. So far, so good. Next to me, you can see a green show car. It's a prototype of the all-new Twingo Electric. We have developed it in record time, and it will be launched in 2026. Twingo underlines Renault's ambition to make electric vehicles accessible to everyone. Well, today together with the teams of Renault and Ampere, I'm proud, really proud, to present our third secret weapon, the big sister of Renault 5, arriving from 2025, Renault 4 E-Tech 100% electric. As you can imagine, the family of Renault 4 and Renault 5 have common DNA. Same electric platform, made in France, best-in-class connectivity. But like most siblings, each has its own personality. And each model serves a specific purpose for different user needs. Renault 4 is the benchmark voiture à vivre. It's a real, everyday adventurer, versatile to its core, at ease both in cities and the countryside, alone or with family and friends. Remember, this is what made the Renault 4 such a success when it was launched more than 60 years ago. It managed to change the world by giving millions of people access to a car. Produced in 15 factories, with more than 8 million vehicles sold worldwide between the 60s and the 80s. The result, Renault 4 quickly became a timeless, universal icon. Today, we have reworked this strong legacy around a new ambition to explore all uses of electric vehicles in a rapidly changing world. But now, the time has come. In a world premiere, let's discover the all-new Renault 4 E-Tech 100% electric.
Je reviens te chercher. Je savais que tu m'attendais. Je savais que l'on ne pourrait se passer l'un de l'autre longtemps. Je reviens te chercher. Mais tu vois, j'ai pas trop changé. Et je vois que de ton côté, tu as bien traversé le temps. Je reviens te chercher. Je savais que tu m'attendais.
Je savais
que l'on ne pourrait se passer l'un de l'autre longtemps. Je reviens te chercher.
Bravo.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome again. So it is with great passion and emotion that we have decided to revive this legend with a 100% electric city car that is both inspired and ultra-modern. Inspired by its original purpose, its raison d'être, the R4's mission was always to be practical and functional, of course, and inspired as well by some iconic visual codes. And at the same time, it is ultra-modern in its functionality, interior, and overall design. As with our R5, we wanted to appeal to those who remember and drove the original R4, as well as resonate with younger generations also. So its silhouette is instantly recognizable from the distinctive front-end design all the way to the rear, which slopes almost to the ground. Now, this respects the spirit of the R4 with a very low loading sill. Now, as you can see, everything you need to decode an R4 at first glance is there on the car. And of course, there are the ingredients that make the recipes alchemy, in a way. So at the front, we have this emblematic mask, which we've reinterpreted with a luminous contour that houses matrix LED headlamps. And here in the center of the grille, we have placed the illuminated Renault logo. And the R4 is the first Renault vehicle in production to actually feature it as standard. In the rear, we have this vertical capsule-shaped taillights set in a very rounded corner that recalls, obviously, the historic R4. And here is another very emblematic feature of R4. We've kept the famous trapezoid-shaped rear window positioned right above the rear wheel. Likewise, the three sculpted lines you see here at the bottom of the doors evoke the hollowed-out lines of the previous generation of the car. And last but not least, R4 wouldn't be R4 without its canvas roof. It's very large, and it's so large that even when you're sitting in the rear, it gives you an incomparable feeling of freedom on board and adds a unique charm to this little city car. Now you see, everything Fabrice has been designed with the customer in mind. Every feature, every detail has been carefully crafted to enhance the driving experience and to simply just make it delightful for your daily life.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Gilles. Thanks to your team. Thanks for the job done. I think that's the power of R4, which offers solutions for all customer lives. Let me give you some concrete examples. With an extended wheelbase compared to the Renault 5, it offers 5 real seats and a large boot capacity for 20 liters. all within a length of 4.14 meters. This is thanks to the dedicated Ampere platform, which allows for a lot of versatility and has a great future potential. Renault 4 also provides both modularity and practicality. Modularity by folding down the back seats and passenger seat, and you end up with a loading length of 2.2 meters. And practicality even in the boot with a fully flat floor, an electric tailgate, and an easy-to-use loading threshold. And of course, we made no compromises on driving pleasure. We want to make living with an electric car as easy as possible. Customers can choose from 2 battery sizes with a range of up to 400 kilometers. And we have put a simple charging offer as standard across the entire range, including the bi-directional charger that is both V2L and V2G. Over to you, Gilles. Tell us more about what you did and your team regarding the interior of the R4, please.
Yes, of course. So behind this quite elegant exterior look of R4 lies an interior space that has been crafted with equal boldness, I would say, and sophistication to define a very modern, ultra-refined and functional interior. So in terms of materials, we have created a denim spirit livery. Now, R4 is an all-purpose car that must be timeless, indestructible, and that's exactly the message conveyed by this very universal, timeless, of course, material. Now, take a look at this top-of-the-range finish. It plunges us into a world that combines ultra-chic and technical materials. And finally, in line with our commitment on sustainable development, we use over 26% of material from circular economy, and the seats are made of 100% recycled fiber. Now, Fabrice, I think we have another surprise today.
Yeah, we love surprise by Renault. We love surprise. Well, at Renault, we like to be creative and bold. So we couldn't stop there. We've prepared a little surprise, but it's sure to get a reaction. And we hope it will bring a lot of pleasure for car lovers. For the first time ever, please make way for the Flower Power concept.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the Flower Power concept. Now, this show car is an ode to freedom and daring approach à la française, I can say. The exterior design is a blend of two worlds. The Flower Power concept is made as an adventurer exterior with large wheels, 15 mm more ground clearance, and a matte dark green color for a version that's ready for all terrain. The interior is quite unexpected, even cheeky, I should say, with a fabric featuring large floral motifs, the petals of which are made of very many little R4 silhouettes. At the top, on the headrest and on the roofline, the sky is blue with a few clouds on the horizon, and the idea is whatever the weather on the outside, you know, it's always sunny in an R4. And to conclude on a very signature detail on this car, the yellow front lights, or the French front lights, as the European people would call it at the time. This is a little wing that is sure to bring back fond memories for many of us, I'm sure.
Yes, yes, thank you, Gilles. The flower concept is bold, fun, and completely reflects the DNA of R4. Renault 4 is not only functional, it's also designed to be versatile and appeal to a wide range of uses. This makes a great field of expression and freedom for both our designers, of course, but mainly for our customers. Put simply, Renault 4 your everyday adventurer will make you want to drive electric. All day long, on the Renault stand, we invite you to discover our impressive range of new products. And now, please make your way to the Dacia stand as my colleague, Denise Levotte, will present the Bigster, which we can't wait to see. So, thank you very much. Have a good press day, everyone. Thank you. And thank you, Gilles. Thank you.
Je reviens te chercher. Mais tu vois, j'ai pas trop changé. Et je vois que de ton côté, tu as bien traversé le temps.
Je reviens te chercher.
Je savais que tu m'attendais.
Je savais
Que l'on ne pourrait se passer l'un de l'autre.